Alert.
CWF is live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm stuck here in the middle of nowhere, the darkness slithering to grapple to me. I look within to find the things that I don't always see.
Aggression is riding high tonight on the heels of the 13th annual CWF Rumble. Welcome to Fallout 2013. Brad Stutz and the Mid-Atlantic Outlaw, the Anaconda, Matt Houston here in the booth. Matt, it's a huge night here from CWF Mid-Atlantic as everyone is still feeling the reverberations, the ramifications of the Rumble pay-per-view from just 2 weeks ago.
You know, no doubt one of the biggest shows of the year, every year, for CWF Mid-Atlantic, and that one was no exception, and this should be very interesting to see how things play out tonight.
One of the stars of the 30-man Rumble match was Charlie Weston, the youngster that comes out of the Commonwealth of Virginia, trained at the footsteps of the Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant up at Boogie's Wrestling Camp, so his pedigree speaks very well. Was also mentored for a number of years by Sean Christian, one of the premier wrestlers in all of Virginia, and coincidentally, Sean Christian and Jimmy Valiant, also the same duo who trained the Kamakazi Kid. So these two men know each other from way back and have known each other for years. A first time ever singles meeting here in CWF Mid-Atlantic between the two, but they've crossed paths numerous times up in Virginia. Matt Houston, I'm going to be relying on you all night to give the fans at home some insight about what it's like to be inside of that ring. What does a young rising star like Charlie Weston need to do to beat a veteran like Kazi here in our opening contest?
Well, you know, I've known Kamakazi Kid for a long time. He's the most resilient kid I've ever seen in the ring, and I call him a kid because, of course, he's younger than I am. Everybody's younger than I am. But, you know, Charlie Weston tonight is going to have to pull out all the stops just like he did at the Rumble. Nobody expected him to last as long as he did. He was in the Final Four. He's going to have to duplicate that tonight in order to pull off a win against the Kamakazi Kid.
Suplexed awkwardly into the buckle. Weston in many ways was the Cinderella story of that Rumble matchup. You see Smith Garrett on the outside offering his words of wisdom and encouragement to his tag team partner. These two rising Generation League stars have formed a formidable duo.
Ooh!
Chops are on the menu tonight here at Fallout 2013.
No doubt. Weston's going to have to get out of that corner. You know, as a young wrestler, you get caught up sometimes in the emotion. You get the butterflies, especially when you're wrestling a veteran. He's going to have to shake that off and pull out all the stops and show what he's learned if he's going to beat the Kamakazi Kid.
Great looking backbreaker, but only got 2 off of it.
Of course, Kazi right now one half of the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champion, so he's going to be hard to knock off no matter what.
Well, now let's talk about that very briefly, not to take away from this matchup, but you and Lewis Moore have had your sights set on those belts for so long, and Valiant and Kazi kind of won them in a shocker. I don't think a lot of people expected them to pull out the win and leave with the titles real quickly as a contender. Hold on, Kazi.
Oh my gracious!
Back of Weston as a perennial contender to the titles. What were your thoughts on Kazi and Lee Valiant kind of upsetting everyone and leaving with the Mid-Atlantic Tag titles some weeks back?
Oh, well, you know, it frustrated us. I mean, we've had our shots, and you know, we've caught a couple of bad breaks, but they took advantage of a situation. They didn't do anything that we wouldn't have done. You know, but you're right. It was a shocker, and I don't think anybody expected Kazi and Valiant to win. Matter of fact, when Lewis and I were discussing a possible rematch, we definitely were not looking at a team of Kamakazi Kid and Lee Valiant. Kazi caught him. This is,
gorgeous Death Valley driver. Great ring positioning.
That could be it.
Only got 2. Weston got the shoulder up just barely. You can tell he hit the back of his head hard on that big Death Valley driver attempt.
And
Kazi is going to go to the air here. He's going to go to the
Smith Weston's up on the apron. You got to what?
Timely shot from Weston. Rammed his face.
Oh, wait a minute. The turnbuckle's exposed.
Right into the buckle. It was not the padded part. It was the actual buckle that fastens the ring together. Heads up. Oh, God. Dropped Kazi right on his face. He dragged
That's got to be it.
Away from the ropes. Kazi's not moving, and he beat him. Charlie Weston has stunned the Sportatorium into silence once again. Charlie Weston pulls out another upset. Can these kids in the Rising Generation League be stopped?
4 minutes, 37 seconds. Charlie Weston!
And you got to look at this also, Brad. It wasn't the tag team champions, but Charlie Weston just beat one half of the champions. That's got to boost them straight up the ladder for a shot at those tag titles.
Smith and Weston are a portrait of confidence here at Fallout.
First, the Fury, Michael McAllister!
Look at the intensity on the face of the Fury, Michael McAllister. This is a changed man than we have known in previous outings. This guy, after years and years in the Mid-Atlantic, Matt Houston may have finally reached a breaking point.
You know, past few weeks you haven't seen him dancing, you haven't seen him playing around, or haven't seen him, you know, being happy-go-lucky Michael McAllister. He's been Mr. Intensity, and it may pay off because he's going to need it against Big Aaron Biggs here tonight.
Talk about intensity, focus, and concentration. It is all over the face of the 400-pound rampaging rookie as Aaron Biggs circles the crowd here at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. The concentration has not left the face of Michael McAllister. He knows that he quite literally has got a tall mountain to climb tonight in this one-on-one matchup. Matt, what does he got to do to get this big man off of his game, to get this big man on his back?
Hire somebody. I don't know. I mean, that may have been it right there.
McAllister with the club. McAllister just clubbed Aaron Biggs right in the neck. The bell has not sounded. There it is. Brilliant move from McAllister. Illegal as heck, but the bell had not sounded. Biggs may be out.
He may still want, no.
Woo. McAllister, a brilliant move, and he almost stole one.
Well, you know, I've always heard you can't get disqualified if it happens before the bell, and he snuck one in. Brilliant game plan on behalf of Michael McAllister.
McAllister absolutely had a game plan, and he is clubbing away on the big man. We just spoke about how was he going to get this big monster off his feet. That's how.
Oh, wow.
Big clothesline. Biggs in an unusual position. Matt Houston is going to have to come up from underneath. Biggs almost always dominates the early moments of the match, but you can see that Biggs is hurt.
He's still feeling that affection, but he's...
Oh, God!
Thunderous forearms.
It's echoing. The sound is bouncing off the walls here in Gibsonville. Oh, God! Just crushes McAllister to the canvas, and that is all. My God! Just crushed McAllister to the canvas.
That looked like a car wreck out on I-40 with a transfer truck and a Volvo.
Good Lord! And again, the frustration, the fury in Michael McAllister continues to rise. Biggs is hurt. McAllister is hurt.
In 60 seconds, Aaron Biggs!
McAllister had a great game plan, Matt Houston, but how do you stop a rampaging train like Aaron Biggs?
You can't. Evidently, I mean, that was as brutal and as awesome as I've seen.
It was nasty is what it was. I would not want to make this big man angry whatsoever.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next battle, CWF Fallout, is for the Rising Generation League Championship. It's scheduled for one fall, the 10-minute time limit. Please welcome your challenger tonight, Mr. Elite Drew Meyers.
Matt Houston, we have talked about it before, myself and Cecil Scott. This man right here, Mr. Elite Drew Meyers, could be the man in the Carolinas in the coming years. A young talent, a rising star of the Rising Generation League, possibly the prototype for the 21st century athlete. But to become the RGL Kingpin, he is going to have to unseat the man that values that RGL championship more than anything in the world, Chris Lee.
Exactly. You know, the kid's got a really good build on him, and he's got a great foundation. You know, when you build a house, the first thing you do, you don't put the walls up, you don't put the roof on, you get the foundation. Drew Meyers has a tremendous foundation in this sport. It's rock solid. He's got a great build. He's got a great amateur background, but Chris Lee is on fire, and I haven't seen anybody on fire like Chris Lee in a long time. This kid is skyrocketing, and the sky's the limit for Chris Lee. He is the RGL champion, and it's going to take a heck of a man to take that belt off of him.
It absolutely will, but are we looking at that man right now in Mr. Elite Drew Meyers? College educated, works in the finance industry during the week. This is an intelligent, well-spoken, very well-read individual, and he chooses to do this. He chooses to be a pro wrestler. This is a guy that has a lot of opportunities at his disposal. Great mind for business. He's business savvy. He's smart. He's college educated. In many ways might represent the prototype for the 21st century athlete, like I said, or the prototype for the 21st century athlete might be this man, Joe Smoove, the media mogul. So this is a very intriguing matchup between two Rising Generation League stars. Both of these guys have got great pedigrees, as you pointed out. Both of these guys have got great fundamental foundations to fall back on. You know, for either one of them, they both got careers to fall back on and choose to be in this ring wrestling. It's a very interesting thing. These young athletes that went to college, that set their futures up in case they don't make it as wrestlers. Houston, back in our day, that was something that you almost never saw.
Exactly. And, you know, you got to be proud of both these men's accomplishments outside the ring, but the thing that's going to make this match, is determine the winner of this match, is who is more hungry. Who's more hungry? Because both of them have that hunger, they have that fire to be the next top star, to be, you know, on top of their game. But who's going to be the man to pull it off tonight?
Big drop kick in the corner from Chris Lee. Chris Lee brings an excellent blend of sportsmanship and honor and integrity with a fighting spirit. You do not often see guys, whoa.
Oh, he got caught.
Scary. Oh, and he drove him all the way over and into the buckle hard. Hey,
Chris Lee is hurting.
Yeah, absolutely he is. I was going to say, you don't often see guys that are so humble and so respectful as Chris Lee, that also have got such a mean streak and such a fighting spirit. And Mr. Elite looks like he was cut on the arm there, and possibly just his arm flailing on that big drop kick, perhaps.
It could possibly be. You know, what people don't realize is there's a lot of sharp edges on these rings that, you know, you don't anticipate, and you will get caught. You know,
couple of suplexes.
Oh, nasty suplexes.
Drew Meyers is using that amateur background beautifully here.
He's not just suplexing him, he's driving him into the mat.
Two, almost got three. Like you pointed out, we saw it earlier with Kamakazi Kid. When you hit the exposed part of the buckle, the actual physical metallic buckle, that'll knock you out. Or in the case of Drew Meyers, that'll cut you open.
Oh, more often than not. And I know because I've been there.
Twice tonight, we have seen the ring itself be a factor in this event here at Fallout. Gorgeous suplex there from Chris Lee. Chris Lee also has got the amateur credentials.
You know, what impresses me about Chris Lee, and I've been in the ring with him, you know, as tag team partners and against him, what impresses me is he is so well versed beyond his years. Chris doesn't wrestle like he's in his first or second year. Chris wrestles like he has been in this business for a long, long time, and he has the moveset and the mindset that, you know, I mean, he's well beyond his years. The man has so many different moves and can pull something out of nowhere, you know, and he just does not wrestle like a rookie.
Absolutely not. And now they're slugging it out here. Mr. Elite, to his credit, has not been phased at all by that gash on his arm. Uh-oh, traffic jam. Boom! Dropped him right on his head. And he beats him. Chris Lee wraps him up with the traffic jam and retains the Rising Generation League Championship.
I got to say, if Drew Meyers hadn't suffered that injury during the match, we may have a new champion, or it would have been maybe a longer contest.
Meyers. Meyers is down and hurt on the floor. Chris Lee retains the championship, and the bad luck streak of Mr. Elite Drew Meyers continues here in CWF Mid-Atlantic.
Hey, anybody in the Carolinas, if you want this, if you're in the Rising Generations League, I'll challenge you.
Chris Lee just said it. He'll put that belt on the line against anybody.
Please welcome team number 1.
Hey, welcome back to Manny's Corner. This is what we're gonna do.
Mercenary.
That's what, you're my son right there. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, whoa. Clean this up. Clean that crap up. Clean that up. I'm not touching. I'm not wrestling in that crap. Okay, now go back. Come on, juggle.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome their opponents, the Killbillies! Get you some! Get it right!
I don't know. There's no way you clean it, is there? I don't know. I mean, I don't think you could. I don't think it's going to come up. It's just going to probably go in. It's not going to come up.
No. What is that? You got something for him? No! Yeah, you do. What is it? You do. Oh, look at me! No! Hey, that's what I'm talking about! Oh, oh, good stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff, huh? Hey, don't touch my stuff. They're not warmed up. They're not warmed up yet. What is that? Well, that's in America. What's America? Where you're at. Oh, but you know what you don't do in America? What? You don't dance like Manny. You don't dance like Manny. Look at it. Okay, first you step down here. Step out? Then you step out. Then you go here. Then you step back. What is it? Then you go, so you do it again.
And the bell sounds, the Killbillies squaring off with the Mecha Mercenary and Manny Garcia. Garcia is doing everything he can to avoid physicality, and if that strategy had worked for Evan Banks, he would not be getting pummeled in the corner, Matt Houston.
I tell you, I cannot help but not be biased in this one. I hope the Killbillies kill the Mecha Mercenary.
Undeniably so. It was Mecha's interference that cost you and Lewis Moore your most recent attempt at the Tag Team Championship. Manny is still trying to do a dance lesson here in the far side. I don't think Aric Andrews realizes there's a giant, mean human being right behind him.
I was learning to dance from a Mexican.
I don't think Manny likes being called that. He does not like his nationality being called into question.
I'm so confused. Okay.
It's going to be interesting to see how the team of Manny Garcia and the Mecha Mercenary will mesh in this match.
I was going to say, when Mecha is the brains of the operation, we may be in trouble potentially.
República Dominicana.
Crossbody didn't work.
Evan, come tripping. Evan, come tripping. What are you doing?
The trip didn't work.
No, the trip did not work.
Good idea on paper, though.
Didn't work at all.
You know, the Killbillies, former CWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, they've got to get back on track.
It seems like they are a little bit out of their game here without Bobby O'Neill here to keep them on track. Bobby O'Neill, the usual manager of the Killbillies, we understand is in training for a big six-man tag match. It's been signed for November the 2nd. Oh boy, that did not.
God! Stop, come out. Hey, you okay? It worked at the Rumble, I had him.
It did not work at the Rumble. He almost broke his back at the Rumble.
Well, at least he got him up at the Rumble. That's about it.
That didn't work at all.
No, not at all.
Hey, you know what? You know what I think the problem is? Oh, what? You gotta get a running start at him.
How am I gonna be low and get a running start?
Just do it, low and run and go.
Aric Andrews is directing traffic. Nope, didn't work again. If this was anyone but Mecha, he'd be killing these guys, but Mecha is so easily manipulated. He's so, he's really is like a big, he doesn't know his own strength. He's like a puppy with big paws.
You gotta go in deep and you gotta live. You see? Come here. Yeah!
Oh God! Manny tried to lift his partner, it didn't work at all. Cover!
Oh, this could, they almost stuck one in.
Manny Garcia might be hurt. Well, Garcia and Manny really do form an unusual duo, or excuse me, Garcia and Mecha, because, like I said, Mecha, he's so easily influenced. He's so easily manipulated. Anyone that's smart and cunning and manipulative can really, I don't know, take advantage of Mecha in a lot of ways.
But let's not, take away from the fact that Mecha is a beast.
He's incredibly dangerous. But I don't think Manny knows how to challenge that.
Oh, and this is what
That elbow almost never works. Oh, he's got a Virginia flag.
It's going to be interesting to see.
No, not that way. Thank you. What you doing, Gringo?
What was that?
I don't know. It worked, whatever it was.
Garcia,
It worked.
the rookie, is so easily distracted.
No. What happened, man? Me and you were dancing. Manny. They like the song, so Manny. Hey.
Oh, the dancing man.
What you, hey, you making fun of me? You stupid piece of crap, don't make me.
Shoot! I stupid piece of crap.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I told you.
It's okay. Hey, hold. Don't you?
Well, there it is right there. There's the tag, and business, it's about to get serious right here.
When Mecha takes charge, oh gosh.
I didn't leave you.
Oh God, Black Hole slams him down. When Mecha takes charge.
Aric needs to get in there.
Cover, yeah, he does. He is a beast, like you said. He's almost unbeatable. But when outside factors kind of interfere with Mecha and I don't know, distract him, it's almost like he forgets how big and mean and strong he can be. It's
and Manny,
like he forgets who he is.
And with Manny being so much of a showman, it's easy to get distracted. So Manny needs to focus more on what's going on. And I mean, the team of Manny Garcia and Mecha Mercenary, as you said earlier, you know, very unique, but I see a lot of potential there.
I do too. If Manny Garcia ever quits hot dogging and goofing off and actually kind of applied himself to what he was doing here, this could be a phenomenal team because Mecha, he tends to take his cue from whoever he's in there with, and the goof off, you call it showing off, I call it goofing off from Garcia. You know, Mecha kind of takes his cue from Garcia and he's confused and bewildered. Aric Andrews has had to save Evan Banks multiple times in this contest. Matt Houston, you've been in there. How hard is it to push that 440-pounder up off your shoulders when he's covering you? It's near impossible.
Yeah, it is near impossible. You know, I mean, Lewis Moore and I wrestled him and Chase Dakota. We hit him with a double shoulder tackle, and we moved. I mean, it's
positively.
Manny now trying to string together some offense.
If Manny would focus on the task at hand, cover here. Banks slips out at 2. If Manny would focus on the task at hand here, he'd really have something because this kid has got so much potential, you know, as a rising star, but man alive.
They've got him trapped in that corner, and that is no place to be with Mecha Mercenary in the ring with you. Oh, crushing double axe handle to the back of the neck.
Mecha leaning on him with that 440. Evan Banks got to get that weight off of him here. He slips out, but he gets punched right in the face.
And that corner is a dangerous place to be.
Big boot in the face. Oh boy. He's kicking away at him and he got free, but Banks has got to do something with this opening.
Oh, big spear.
Good Lord, took the big man down. He created a huge opening with that spear.
And he has got to try to make a tag here. I believe he's having trouble finding his corner. It's hard for him to get, you know, people don't realize when you're in that ring and you're getting thrown all around, you know, sometimes it's hard to find your positioning.
Yeah, you get disoriented. Manny Garcia, once again, is trying to throw the Killbillies off their game. He's done it twice already. Aric Andrews finally not having any of it.
The most dangerous left hand in the area right there.
Possibly the most underrated wrestler on the Mid-Atlantic roster right here, and Aric Andrews. Big stinger splash on Garcia. Could be the Scorpion.
Looks like he's going for it here. Can he get him over? He's got him over.
Pat wants to see the tap out.
Mecha's back on his feet though.
So big and so powerful. Big, just a body check almost.
Joy Hogan having trouble restraining Mecha, which Mecha, not much respect for the referees.
No, or anyone for that matter. Oh boy. Oh, great move from Andrews. He sent Mecha to the floor. I don't know if Garcia realizes he's by himself here.
Get down! Don't tell me what to do. Oh, you're telling me what to do. I'm turning around. It's what I just saw.
Big shoulder block from Andrews. Killbillies are on top of Garcia.
That's
and they
it.
beat him. Of course, their manager, Bobby O'Neill, will join them in a big six-man tag team bout that is scheduled for Saturday night, November the 2nd. And Aric Andrews looks like he's got some words for Smith and Weston.
We had a lot of fun tonight, didn't we, guys? Yeah, but on November 2nd, it ain't gonna be no fun. No, not at all, because see, there's two punk kids in the back that's got a chip on their shoulder that thinks because they got a lucky win.
You mean knock his eye straight?
Should, yeah. Okay.
Smith Garrett.
Because they got a lucky win over the Killbillies, all of a sudden that makes them something. Well, on November 2nd, boys, we're bringing Bobby O'Neill. He's been away for a while. I know he's been in training. He went to fat camp, and he's getting himself ready for this match.
He's down 486 pounds.
He is. But on November 2nd, all the talking's going to be done. All the fun's going to be done. All the games are going to be done. Smith and Weston, November 2nd, we're going to beat your ass, no matter who you bring as a partner.
Get you some! That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout tonight is scheduled for one fall. For the 10-minute time limit, would you please welcome Mark James! And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, would you please welcome Jason Miller.
Well, you see the focus and the concentration on the face of Mark James as Miller comes from right behind us, Matt Houston. This is a grudge match in every sense of the word. Mark James got dropped on his head right there on the arena floor back on June the 1st. And Miller is reminding him of it. Oh boy,
oh, here it goes, here it goes.
Fight is on the floor. Mark James and Jason Miller wasted no time. Bell has not even sounded yet. Everyone is jumping the gun tonight, Matt Houston. Everyone. Tempers are flaring here at Fallout 2013.
Well, you knew it wasn't going to take long considering the history that these two have had along with Nick Richards and Donnie Dollars. I'm surprised that it even took that long to get it started. This one is going to get ugly and ugly quick.
They're slugging it out. And again, they're slugging it out.
And there's the bell. This one is officially underway.
All the bad feelings that have been brewing for months. This is actually the very first one-on-one singles matchup since that incident back in June where Mark James was DDT'd on the floor. He missed 3 months of action, and everyone at ringside needs to be mindful of this brawl that has broken out between these two, because it could spill, oh gosh, it could spill out at any moment just like it did.
And don't forget, Jason Miller pulled the pads up so
he may live to regret that one. They're slugging it out here for Miller's safety. He wants to get back in the ring if possible.
Smart move by Jason Miller.
Yeah, it was. Ooh,
Oh!
Good night. Here comes this moron Richards. Oh God! Richards gets sent into the puckle again. Well, Mark James's regular partner Donnie Dollars is not here tonight, but it is not stopping Mark James at all from firing away on all cylinders here.
3, 4.
And James, once again,
he's taking out all of that aggression.
6.
All the months and months of back and forth fighting that has gone on in tag team matches, 6-man tags, 8-man tags, everything. But this singles matchup, I don't think, was that a count out?
I believe Katie is kind of.
Oh God, DDT on the floor, no! James is trying to get out of it. Richards flies. We need some security or something here.
Security ringside.
Hey, we got more important business.
Oh God! Mark James has got a chair at ringside!
Jason Miller digging under the ring on the opposite side of us.
Oh God!
They both got chairs. I do not like the looks of this.
Not at all!
Jason Miller's got this determined look on his face. Mark James laser focused.
The focus and the concentration is deep in both men's eyes here.
Nick Richards trying his best to defuse this situation.
Crowd wants to see the fight. Mark James has got that chair. He ain't backing up.
Crowd chanting, "We want Donnie." I don't know what Nick Richards just said to Jason Miller, but he took his focus off of Mark James, and they are headed to the back.
James is slinging furniture.
And ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 31 seconds. We have a double count.
These two could not keep it in the ring for 2 minutes, Matt Houston.
I think it's safe to say we have not seen the last of this.
For not even 2 minutes could these two keep it in the ring. Good Lord. Good grief. What a crazy night.
I tell you, the fallout of the Rumble, you know, the Rumble brings out the best in everybody. Fallout, I guess, bringing out the worst.
It's scheduled for one fall, the 10-minute time limit. Please welcome your challenger, Chase Dakota.
Well, the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship is going on the line right now. And this is an interesting situation because Chase Dakota is a young man who for months and months, his star has been on the rise. You've competed against him, Matt Houston. He has survived time after time in the months leading up to this contest. He pinned the shoulders to the mat of Roderick Strong some months back. He survived Contenders Gauntlet. He has survived 3-ways and 4-ways. We have really seen Dakota mature into a ring veteran in these past few months. So if he is not, as you pointed out earlier with Mark James, if Chase Dakota is not laser focused tonight, he's going to come up short against the television champ.
Well, you know, the role he's been on, you know, the summer of Matty, you know, Matthew De Nero has been, you know, defending that title against numerous opponents.
I now have a royal scepter. I've declared myself officially the king of CWF Mid-Atlantic. Now officially tonight, I am now Matty King, Matty De Nero, television champion.
De Nero declaring himself the king. He's got the Macho King scepter. He's got the robe. He's got the television title. And De Nero coming off of a matchup back at the Rumble where he came within an eyelash, within an inch of winning the Mid-Atlantic Championship. So these are two wrestlers right now at this point in their career that are really at a crossroads. De Nero challenging for the television title and came up short. Dakota has an opportunity to take his career to the next level.
Well, you know, Chase is, like you said, he's been on this tremendous winning streak. Even his luck was changed at the Rumble when he drew a high number and was actually, I mean, it looked like he was on his way to a victory also in there. So, you know, Chase Dakota could be the guy to upset the summer of Maddie.
I'm like me. Hey, sing baby. This is your bar. This is your bar.
I want a new gym too.
Bell sounds. It is one fall for the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship here at Fallout 2013. Brad Stutz and Matt Houston are in the booth, and Matt Houston, we see the concentration on the face of the challenger, Chase Dakota, going up against the television champion Matthew De Niro. Both men at this point here tonight at Fallout are at a crossroads in their careers. Matty De Niro, after a successful summer, went to challenge for the Mid-Atlantic Championship back at the Rumble and came up short. We have experienced the summer of Matty. Are we now perhaps potentially seeing the fall of Matty De Niro?
Well, you know, it could happen, and it could happen here tonight. Chase Dakota has been on a tremendous roll as of late, and, you know, and you look at the past history, you know, Chase has been plagued with that low number at the Rumble. He even got a high number at the Rumble and made a great showing. He could upset Matty D right here tonight.
To your point about the CWF Rumble, Chase Dakota, a young man who many people feel his time has come here. Big victories earlier this year over the likes of Roderick Strong. He's beat people like Evan Banks of the Killbillies. He's beat people like Show Smoove Chris Lee, the Rising Generation League champion. A lot of people believe that Chase Dakota, his time has come and he's next in line to be the television champion. T-Bone from De Niro, and Dakota wisely goes to the floor here at Fallout.
A very smart move on Chase's part. Matty had the momentum. Chase runs out of bounds.
He had to break that momentum, to your point, Matt Houston. And De Niro could be looking to continue the offense on the floor here, goes right after him. Of course, De Niro has had his problems in recent weeks with Nick Richards and Jason Miller, the lost cause, along with his former friend, we might say, Aric Royal. You know, maybe they're still friends, but undeniably, Aric Royal was very, very offended when De Niro challenged him for that title. Super kick. No, he ran him right into the post.
I was going to say, I don't know how smart it was on Matty's part to take it to the floor. He is the champion.
He's got everything to lose in this championship matchup. Neck breaker on the floor there from Chase Dakota.
I do believe that's the turning point of the match right there.
De Niro is hurt. De Niro is hurt bad on the floor here.
He's pointing at his neck.
De Niro is hurt bad on the floor. That neck breaker on the floor could live to be the turning point in this contest. Dakota shoots the half, goes right for the cover. Two. But that was a long two, Matt Houston.
That was a long two. He's going for the cover again, hook the leg.
De Niro is hurt off that neck breaker on the floor. De Niro is hurt bad, and Chase Dakota is focusing his attack on the back of the neck.
That's a smart move right there on Chase's part. He sees he's got Matty hurt. He's staying on that one body part. Oh!
Dropped him awkwardly on the DDT. Cover again.
Hooks it deep too.
Woo! Matthew De Niro and his reign as television champion are in big trouble here at Fallout 2013 in his 6th television title defense since capturing the championship back on June the 1st. And the Sportatorium has been just about silenced here by this unfortunate injury that has befallen Matty De Niro. He has not been the same in the past minute and a half or so since his neck hit the floor awkwardly on that neck breaker.
And Chase is not letting up a bit.
De Niro is hurt bad. We thank everyone for joining us at ondemand.com www.cwf247.com, where you can view the complete events of Fallout and all the other recent events. We thank all of our Twitter followers who keep up with us at twitter.com/CWF Mid-Atlantic. We thank our 5,000 plus Facebook friends at facebook.com/CWF Mid-Atlantic. We thank all of you that keep up with CWF Mid-Atlantic. And Matt Houston, the big story coming out of Fallout 2013 might be a new television champion if De Nero does not get up off the canvas. De Nero has got to shake this off, or Chase Dakota's time will have come, and we will see a new champion. Matty De Nero is hurt, and he has not been the same for minutes.
He's got to create some space here and give himself a chance to maybe work that neck out, but Chase Dakota is on him like a pit bull and is very relentless.
If he can create that break, Matt Houston, offensively as a wrestler in the ring, if you're in Matty's position, what are you thinking about doing here with the bad neck? That limits a lot of the offense that you can pull out. What are you thinking about doing if you create cover again? De Niro is down again. Chase Dakota is constantly going for the 3 count. If Matty can create that space, what can he do on offense with a bad neck?
It's like you said, it's going to be very limited. All he's going to have is maybe his legs.
Got to watch that super kick. If De Niro can hit that super kick, that will end a matchup.
Oh, one of Chase's favorite moves here. Tying him to the tree of woe.
This is the tree of gross, inappropriate stuff. Dakota making a mockery of the television champion. Ah, right in his face. What a weirdo.
Chase Dakota is unorthodox, but this
double stop got nothing.
He missed.
De Niro was able to avoid the double stop. De Niro has got an opening here. Back elbow. He's got to be careful not to jar that neck. Cover. De Niro's first cover of the contest, but it only gets 2.
Right now, Matty's got to worry about that neck and he needs to try to end this as quickly as possible. The longer it goes, the more it has to favor Chase Dakota with that neck injury.
2 feet right in the face. Oh, back to the neck breaker. Did not quite get him, though. De Niro is down and hurt. Dakota is focusing his attack here. High angle dropped him back on the back of the neck. You got to watch for the Shinigami, the death note. Dakota's finishing maneuver. Boom! Plants him with the knee. De Niro is on the ropes here. Cover 1, 2, 2, 2.
I don't know how Matty kicked out of that.
De Niro has got a ton of heart here, but he's got to mount an offensive. He's got to get in the game. Chase Dakota has wrestled the match of his life up to this point. But De Niro is still fighting the champion with so much heart and so much guts here at Fallout 2013. Hurricane Rana, oh God, he got dropped on the back of his head and neck again. Cover, 2, only 2.
Wow.
Chase Dakota has never taken his eye off the ball for 1 second in this television title matchup. We talked all night about outside distractions, about people taking their eye off the ball and jump starting. Chase Dakota has been as focused as we have ever seen him in this match.
You know, I said on the outset he could become the champion, and right now it looks like he's not going to make me out a liar. Oh, wait, Matty firing back now.
This would be the biggest break. Oh, God, De Niro said he would never be champion. Is Matty coming back here? Stinger splash, and he got him with it. De Niro said he would never be champion. 1, 2, 3.
9 seconds left.
Oh, God, Richards and Miller from the back door. Richards and Miller were chased out of here by Mark James moments ago. We forgot they were at the back door. Oh, God, the death note.
There it is.
Dropped him on the back of his head. De Niro's out. Chase Dakota is the television champion. The summer of Matty may have led to the fall of De Niro.
52 seconds, your winner by pinfall. And the new CWF Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, Chase Dakota.
A new champion is crowned at Fallout. Thank you for joining us. Please visit visit CWF247.com for all the future information on upcoming events. Chase Dakota has captured the television championship of the Mid-Atlantic.
It's okay, Manny. I love
Ladies and gentlemen, next bout tonight is CWF Fallout. This tag team action is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Please welcome team number 1, representing the Aftermath, Chet and Trevor Lee.
What's that?
The tag team of Brandon Day and Lance Lude.
Why? You can last forever, apparently. So I'll just take as long as I need.
Brandon.
Whoa, big guy. Whoa.
Get in the corner.
You better watch out. We get a couple of
Watch out for what?
Right.
Good.
Chet and Manny are running wild.
I want the little guy, big guy.
Man, I thought you wanted some Chet.
You ready? I guess.
Ring the bell.
Man alive, what a tag team bout we have got at Fallout 2013. Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling of the Aftermath taking on Brandon Day and Lance Lude. Brad Stutz and the injured Matt Houston are in the booth. And Houston, these are 4 men who literally specialize in stealing the show.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And you take all 4 of them and you stick them in one match in one ring, this is going to be it.
You and I are both big tag team wrestling aficionados, and they are nothing like the teams of the glory days. They're nothing like the teams of the classic Mid-Atlantic wrestling era, but there may be no finer two-man team in the Carolinas right now than Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling. Trevor Lee at 20 years old, but the veteran of the team, has brought this rookie Chet Sterling up to another level, and these guys have in a short amount of time become such a finely tuned two-man unit. You've been in the ring with all the best tag teams in the Carolinas and the Mid-Atlantic and Virginia, but these two guys in a very short amount of time have put together something special.
You know, a lot of times it takes two guys years to gel and just become that finely tuned machine. It took these guys just a few months. The sky is the limit for Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling.
Of course, as our longtime fans will know, back on March the 30th, Trevor Lee took control of the group known as the Aftermath. He kicked Converse, and Osiris out of the old group. Converse and Osiris went on to reform the Dynasty, and ever since then, Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling, as the Aftermath, have been on a tear that included Chet Sterling going undefeated all summer long. It included Trevor Lee surviving 48 minutes to win the Weaver Cup tournament back in August, and it including these two having perhaps the match of the year so far back at the Rumble when they challenged Kamakazi Kid and Lee Valiant for the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship. Brandon Day and Lance Lude, two phenomenal wrestlers, but what are they going to have to do to put a combination together, to put their talents and abilities together and go against this team that they just, Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling, they just know where each other are at every moment. They know what the other guy's going to do. Like you said, in a short amount of time, they're so in sync. What do Lance Lude and Brandon Day have to do to combat that?
Get lucky. It's gonna take a tremendous effort from both those two guys, but you know, you can't sell either one of them short. Brandon Day, tremendous athlete. Lance Lude, the Iron Man of the Rumble this year, going almost coast to coast, eliminated by Chase Dakota. Lance Lude,
40-some minutes in that Rumble.
Lance Lude, the overall star of the Rumble. I know Zane Dawson won it. He's the star of the Rumble with that effort. Once Lance Lude gets in the ring, this place is going to come unglued.
Of course, we would be remiss if not mentioning the current events that have happened here in recent days. Lance Lude buried his father at 1 p.m. this afternoon and is here tonight at Fallout 2013. He told me earlier in the week, once the news of Lance Lude's father's passing came out, he told me there's no place he would rather be than here at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium in Gibsonville, North Carolina. He wanted to be here. It would not only take his mind off of everything that was happening at home, but he said this was an opportunity to be with my second family and feel that love and that support. And you're right, the outpouring of support that has come out for Lance Lude in the past few days has been, virtually second to none. I know you have experienced with your injury in recent days the outpouring of love and support from the CWF fans, but Chet Sterling is experiencing no love and no support from Brandon Day right now.
Not a bit. Brandon Day, those forearms are deadly, and Chet Sterling may need to get his jaw realigned after that series.
Lance Lude tags in. He will go to bat against Chet Sterling, and he's got him by the abdomen there, got him right there on the hip. Looks like the old stomach claw almost.
It does almost, and Lude in the ropes, Joey Hogan trying to get the break, and
the thumbnail of that stomach claw could sell some gay customs like that. Oh God, kicked him right in the spine. That cover from Lance Lude. Only gets him two.
I know how that feels, and I'll tell you what, it's almost like a tidal wave going up your back. I mean, it's just, when you crack your funny bone, how it just kind of goes up your arm and makes it feel weird. Imagine that going up your entire spine. That's what those kicks do.
Maybe we should ask Mr. Elite, who got cut earlier, got gashed right on the arm. We'll ask him how it felt to crack his funny bone. Oh God, just got chopped right in the chest. Sterling is getting beat like he stole something from Brandon Day, the veteran. Woo!
Joey Hogan a little slow on the count there.
Maybe a tad. Tag back into Lance Lude here.
You know, we talked earlier about the gelling and the continuity of the Aftermath team. There have been some quick in and out tags by the team of Lance Lude and Brandon Day, and that is the key to tag team wrestling.
You know, I don't know for a fact if they have ever teamed before. I know that both hailing originally from both of them originally hail from Northern Virginia. I know they've known each other for a long time. Perhaps they have teamed before. Perhaps this is not their first outing as a team here. Because you're right, they are very much in sync right now.
Another quick tag. You know, these guys they're doing the smart thing. They're coming in, they're getting a little offense, they're tagging out, keeping the fresh man in the ring. And they have cut Chet Sterling off from Trevor Lee.
That's the smart man to isolate is the rookie. Of course, Chet Sterling has been a perennial challenger of the Rising Generation League Championship. We will see the Rising Generation League tournament begin this Friday night at the big Headlock on Hunger Food Bank benefit card. All the information on that is at CWF247.com, as we will be presenting a free card this Friday night. All we're asking is to bring some canned goods or a cash donation for the Allied Church's Food Bank here in Alamance County. Oh God, big right hook from Trevor Lee. And the leg lariat from Chet Sterling, just like that. They were able to change the tide just like that. They knew where the other man was going to be, Matt Houston.
You know, you take your eye off the ball for just a second, these guys can make you pay for it, and that's what they just did with Brandon Day.
Trevor stomps the hands. Matt Houston, you've been around wrestling for a long time. Have you ever seen a 20-year-old that has got it together physically, mentally, everything like Trevor Lee?
No, Trevor Lee is a rare breed. You know, I've been in the ring with Trevor, and this kid is, beautiful drop kick. That's probably the best drop kick in the Mid-Atlantic.
Perfect placement, and he stands over Brandon Day. He could have beat somebody with that drop kick very easily. Like you said, the placement was perfect. It was practically a knockout with that drop kick.
But Trevor's one of those guys, you know, he's versed well beyond his years. You know, we mentioned earlier with the Chris Lee match how Chris does not wrestle like he's in his first year and a half. You know, he seems to have progressed beyond that. Trevor Lee wrestles like a 10-year veteran.
Yeah, he does. And that's scary. Considering this kid is 20 years old, this kid is only going to get better. He's only going to get smarter. You know, one thing that a lot of people that have never been around wrestling don't understand, if you're just watching this at home, the older you get, the more mature you get as a wrestler, and the smarter you get as a wrestler.
Yes.
Because you take fewer chances. You understand the ramifications of a big high-risk maneuver. You take fewer chances. You start to be more judicial with the chances that you take. Is the reward worth the risk? And Trevor Lee, not only is he only going to get better, he's only going to get smarter as time goes on.
Oh, no doubt. You know, you don't see Trevor, and this is something that, you know, I have learned over my 20-plus years. You know, I leave my feet on the moonsault. You know, that's it. You know, a lot of guys that they want to ooh and ah the crowd with their nice little flippy moves. You know, whatever they're doing. But the bottom line is, if you miss, you're going to do more damage to yourself. You know, and that could cost you a victory, which is going to cost you at the pay window. Trevor Lee is so focused on his ground attack and not leaving the mat and focusing on that one body part and doing what he's got to do to win a match. This kid is going to have a lot longer career than all these other kids doing all these flip moves.
A fan sitting at home does not understand, I don't think, the true gravity of the term high-risk maneuver.
Exactly.
Because it is, in fact, a high-risk maneuver. Trevor Lee, I was going to say uncharacteristically coming off the top, but he just wanted to be a wise ass.
Right, which is Trevor Lee's style, you know, and that's something else I've learned about Trevor Lee. You know, a lot of guys go in there and they want to try to beat you with their moves. Trevor Lee will go in there and try to get under your skin and make you make that first mistake, because he will make you lose your temper.
Absolutely.
And if you make that first mistake, he's got you right where he wants you.
Absolutely. Wise beyond his years, like you said.
Brandon Day trying to power his way out of this. Nice move by the big guy.
Woo! In wrestling school, you call that the kitchen sink. You just need him right in the guts.
And I don't know anybody with any more lethal knees than Trevor Lee. He has that big jumping knee that will knock you smack out, and I have learned that firsthand.
It could be the most dangerous move in the Mid-Atlantic, the kill shot, the leaping knee strike from Trevor Lee that has literally been knocking people out all year long. To your point, yourself included.
And what's really dangerous about it is, he doesn't have to set you up from a certain position. He doesn't have to hit a certain move in order to get it. He can hit you with it from anywhere at any time.
I dare say it may be the one maneuver that no one in CWF Mid-Atlantic has kicked out of. I do not recall. I think Lee Valiant did the best job of avoiding it in that classic Weaver Cup tournament match. Oh boy, Brandon Day has caught Chet. Oh, F5s him down to the canvas hard.
This could be Brandon's opportunity to make that tag, but it didn't look like they made a tag from my vantage point.
Well, they made body contact. He pulled him by the feet. I guess Joey Hogan is going to allow the tag. Lance Lude is legal. Lance Lude and Trevor Lee swinging on center ring. And there goes Lude with the flying forearm.
Lance Lude is quicker than a hiccup, and he'll hit you with anything he can out of nowhere. And the weird part about Lance is he uses every part of his body as a weapon.
Ooh, forearm shot from Trevor Lee.
I got you, baby. You good? You good?
Trevor Lee trying to work out a double team with Sterling. I think Sterling is still on Dream Street, personally. Oh, he shot him right into Chet Sterling. So explosive, so creative, so athletic is Lance Lude. Up and over, nope, didn't get him.
Rolling reverse, he may have him here. Oh, smart move by Trevor Lee. Again, knowing his ring positioning. Oh, and there's that soccer kick.
These two know where the other man is going to be every second of the match. And Matt Houston, you can attest, more than anything else, more than experience, more than size, that can make for a killer tag team combination if you instinctively always know where the other man is.
If you got two thinking as one, somebody's in trouble.
And they have both been taken to the floor here as the aftermath poses. Match is not over by any stretch of the imagination. The aftermath are never short on confidence.
No. But confidence doesn't win wrestling matches. It's putting the shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3. And right now they have got Lance Lude in trouble.
What's your strategy here, Matt Houston? If you're the aftermath, would you rather isolate the smaller man and pray to God that he doesn't make that tag to hard-hitting Brandon Day? Or would you try to isolate the heavy hitter Brandon Day, thinking that if he makes the tag to Lance Lude, Lude is still the smallest man on the roster, and you hope that maybe you can overcome that hot tag from Lance Lude? What's your strategy if you're on the other team against Lance Lude and Brandon Day?
If I'm opposing them, my strategy would be probably Lance Lude. Like I said, he's the smallest guy on the roster. If you can take him out, but the man is, like you said, is so athletic, and he'll hit you with something out of nowhere, and he can get through. So I don't know what your strategy would be. Brandon Day, maybe you take the big guy out, which they had him in the ring earlier and was delivering damage to him. Lance Lude came in, he was on fire for a second. Now they have cut him off and isolated him. Maybe it's a strategy to take, to injure both of them. We can both members of the team.
Big knee. It seems to me, cover here on Lance Lude, only two. It seems to me that they have clearly isolated the smaller man, but if you're the aftermath, you better pray he never gets to Brandon Day, because Brandon Day is so explosive. He is so hard-hitting. He is not the guy that I would want to tee off on me when he was fresh and rested from having been on the apron for 5 or 10 minutes.
Exactly. He's got that tornado forearm. And we talked about Trevor Lee's knee knocking people out. I've seen people get knocked out by that big forearm from Brandon Day.
Oh yeah, it could easily come down to a battle of knockouts in this one, very easily, potentially.
The crowd doesn't like Trevor Lee. Oh, Trevor Lee, again, like we said, he will make you lose your temper. He slapped Lance Lude right across the face.
I've never seen anyone follow a slap with an inside cradle like that.
No.
He's cocky, he's arrogant, he is as full of himself as anyone on the roster. but the scary thing is Trevor Lee might be as good as he thinks he is.
And that is a scary thought. Brandon Day trying to get this crowd behind Lance Lude.
Lude is firing back here. Inzaguri got nothing. Karelin style lift from Trevor Lee.
Oh, nice gut wrench suplex.
Lude had better chances than most of slipping out because he's so small and so wiry, but he could not overpower him. Woo! I would not want that man putting his hands on me.
No, and Joey now trying to get restrained Brandon Day. There was no tag made on the opposite side. Chet Sterling, you know, and that's something else, you know, in these tag team matches, and something Lewis and I have seen quite a bit. You know, you get the guy on the outside fired up, he comes in, the referee has got to do his job. You know, people are always on the referee's case, but the referee has to do his job and get the illegal man out, which, you know, Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling are masters at manipulating referees' positioning.
Yeah, undeniably so. They have been able to take advantage of Joey Hogan, another rookie referee, all night here.
Lude firing back now. He's battling, he's trying to get to the corner. Chet stopped that momentum. And right back to his corner. They have cut that ring in half, and Lance Lude may be in danger as he looks to be on Dream Street of losing this match.
You hear Trevor Lee constantly directing traffic. And that's one of the things that makes these guys so dangerous. You talked about the two minds thinking as one. A big part of that is Chet Sterling is such a great foot soldier. I'm not going to say he follows Trevor blindly, but pretty close. He will take command from the lieutenant and follow out his orders tremendously. And I think that's one of the things that helps make this team think with one mind is Trevor Lee is almost the player coach who's calling the plays from the sidelines, and Chet Sterling understands that his role is to execute the plays that the coach calls. No pun intended on our own coach Gemini.
All right. Well, you know, in the military they say do first and ask questions later, and that's what Chet does. Whatever you know, Trevor tells him to do, Chet does it, and 9 times out of 10 it works, and I doubt there's any questioning going on afterwards.
That's a great point. A soldier-like mentality from Chet Sterling. Lance Lude avoids the drop kick. This is an opening, but he's got to make something happen with it.
Beautiful DDT. Both men down now. Here's where they're going to have to dig down deep. I think the first person that makes the tag will have the advantage.
Chet Sterling is legal. Lance Lude is going to Brandon Day. Chet Sterling is getting his marching orders from Trevor Lee here. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know. Trevor Lee, that exact that strategy that we were just talking about almost cost him because Chet Sterling was so busy listening to his orders from Trevor Lee that he almost took his eye off the ball and let Lance Lude make the tag.
And Lance,
that didn't work.
That didn't work a bit. Now that he's going for that gut wrench again, possibly.
Brandon Day is still not legal. Lance Lude still is. Oh, drove him down. Came all the way from up in a vertical flying position and drove him down on that cutter.
This may be the best chance for Lance Lude to make the tag. Both members of the Aftermath are down.
Chet Sterling, once again, is going to Trevor Lee for instructions instead of stopping the tag, and he made the tag to Brandon Day.
And like I said, Brandon, when he's fresh and been rested, he is going to hit you and hit you hard, and Chet is feeling the effects.
The technical violence of Brandon Day is on display here. Oh, boy. Ow. Hard hitting is Brandon Day.
And when you're in the corner and you have nowhere to go, that does not feel good at all.
Only got 2. The Aftermath is on the ropes here. Oh, boy. Ow! They have got to combat.
Looks like he's calling for that forearm.
They have got to combat Brandon Day, and here comes that big roaring elbow, that big roaring forearm strike. To your point, Matt Houston. Who did not get him, and Brandon Day falls all the way over the top. Great strategic move from the Aftermath. Lance Lude is creeping on Chet Sterling. I don't think Sterling knows he's there. Now he does. No! Stopped him. No, he did not. The pendulum keeps swinging back and forth here between Lance Lude, Brandon Day, and the Aftermath. Lude is going to go for a high-risk maneuver here.
Trevor now coming up in the middle of the ring. I think sees what's going on.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. This could be ugly. Oh, my God.
German blockbuster. Lance Lude is out. That's the ball game, 2. No.
No, Brandon Day makes the save.
Joey Hogan says it was only 2. Trevor charges.
Oh!
I think he just knocked Trevor Lee out. I think he just knocked Trevor Lee out as the cold stare from Brandon Day tells the story. Day is owning the ring right now. My God.
And Chet, nice veteran-like maneuver there from Chet Sterling.
He does not have his lieutenant there, though.
There's the tag. He tagged in Lude.
Trevor Lee is down.
Chet doesn't know it.
Woo! He's put Chet Sterling exactly where he wanted him on the canvas. Oh boy. Oh my God. Baseball slide into Trevor Lee. Lance Lude has taken a beating. He's the legal man. He's got to shake off that German suplex blockbuster combination that he just got drilled with. These are the 2 legal men in the ring right now. Lance Lude has got the Cristo. The Cristo submission is locked in on Chet Sterling.
Chet could tap right here.
Center ring. Chet's got nowhere to go. And he
Chet's tapping.
out. Lance Lude with the Cristo has won a war for his team. Lance Lude and Brandon Day win it. Oh my God! Oh my God! Trevor Lee with the knee. Oh my God!
Oh my God! Hey! Oh my God! Hey! You two out of here!
Ladies and gentlemen, 22 minutes and 16 seconds. Your winners by submission, Brandon Day and Lance Lude.
Brandon Day and Lance Lude have won it, but Brandon Day is down and Lance Lude may have just been knocked unconscious by the knee of Trevor Lee as the aftermath weasels away at Fallout.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match tonight. It's scheduled for singles action, 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Please welcome the assassin, Kandrack.
Oh, you missed me. Matt Houston, look at that big mean man, the assassin, the former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion is back in the house here at Fallout 2013. But he was back 2 weeks ago at the Rumble, and in a shocker, perhaps the most shocking moment of the entire Rumble, we saw the assassin Ray Kandrack eliminated by the rookie, the most recent graduate of the CWF Mid-Atlantic Dojo, San Andreas. This kid has only had a handful of professional matches. Matt Houston, does this kid have a chance against the assassin?
You know, the first time I saw the assassin was last year at Battlecade against Aric Royal, and what a tremendous battle they had. Took each other to the limit. This kid, you know, I saw him in the Rumble. He had a few nice little fancy moves. He's going to need more than fancy moves to beat Kandrack tonight.
He actually eliminated Kandrack from the 30-man Rumble.
Must not like this kid very much. We're about to wipe away all memory of that Rumble fiasco.
The dangerous thing about this match is that Ray Kandrack has his sights set on this kid for embarrassing him, and he's going to make him pay for it tonight.
Ray Kandrack absolutely just said we were going to wipe away all memory of that Rumble embarrassment. Oh boy, this is a mismatch physically. Andreas has beaten bigger men than him in his short career. Oh God, he avoids him. Andreas is gonna have to stick and move. Matt Houston, he's gonna have to make everything that he does count here. Ducks the line. Oh. Andreas, oh boy, he got caught. And the assassin
is going to make him pay right here.
Literally just stepping on his face here. Oh God, Kandrack is toying with this kid. Boy, the assassin is scary. And as you said, Matt Houston, he was embarrassed at the Rumble. Andreas is giving him some shots here. He's firing. Body, nope, that's not gonna work. Oh God.
He's got him by the goozle. Nice knowing you, kid.
Hard against the canvas. The assassin is standing tall.
He's living up to his name tonight.
This kid scored the moment of a lifetime at the Rumble. His life may be over right now. Oh, ray gun turned him inside out. And this kid is done. Bloodthirsty crowd here at Fallout.
Yes, they are. Yes, very much so.
And they want one more. They must not like you very much.
Oh God, this kid is already weakened and out cold.
You know, the premise of a wrestling match is to pin your opponent or make him submit.
This kid's out. No, this kid's out. Oh God, headbutts.
Ray is just trying to humiliate this kid. He's trying to end his career.
This kid is out. This kid is out, and I think Katie Kincaid just called it. Katie Kincaid just called it. By referee stoppage, Kandrack has won this thing. Good Lord.
1 minute, 55 seconds. Your winner by knockout, the assassin, Ray Kandrack.
Kandrack has just destroyed the most recent graduate of the Mid-Atlantic Dojo. Is there anybody that can stand up to Kandrack? We're 2 weeks away from the All-Stars against the Dynasty 4-on-4, and Kandrack is standing tall here. This kid is comatose at ringside. Good Lord.
Yeah, that kid's out.
The trainees are coming to the ring. Kandrack,
very tentative.
Is going to attack the. Would you be tentative?
Yeah, I'd be tentative. They're coming in. I mean, they're scared to death of Kandrack.
What's wrong, boys? You scared, huh? Why don't you get in help? Come on. Come on here. Come on.
No one is willing to cross the assassin.
And Ray's refusing to leave the ring. He looks like he wants some more competition.
We saw back at the Rumble, the only person who could even make Kandrack entertain the thought of leaving the ring was the 400-pound Mecha Mercenary, and that was entirely due to the luck of the draw. The former Mid-Atlantic champion is back, and he has already left one body in his wake here. Oh God, now what? The Goon Squad has got Converse. What is this? He sends Converse into the ring. It's supposed to be Converse and Osiris against the Goon Squad here. It is supposed to be Converse and Osiris against the Goons. Headbutt from Kandrack. The All-Stars are dominating the Dynasty, heading into the Supergroup Supremacy Showdown that's coming on November the 2nd.
Hello, somebody. We're ready for a match now.
The Goons are calling for the official.
Let's go.
Where's Osiris?
Let's go. Let's go.
He puts his hands on an official. That'll cost him some money.
God, I missed this.
Charles Richardson's even tentative about getting in the ring. And Kandrack's gone. So, you know, Converse is by himself in this thing. You know, it's really strange that Osiris is not here. And it looks like the Well, I guess the match is officially underway. It's going to be a handicap match, it appears, as Rick Converse squaring off against the most dangerous tag team in the Mid-Atlantic in the Goon Squad.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about tag teams tonight, but like you said, there may be no more dangerous tag team than the Goon Squad, and we need to get some word if there's more bodies sprawled out in the back or what.
I don't know, like you said earlier, it's supposed to be Osiris and Converse. I don't know, Osiris may be laid out in the dressing room somewhere.
Trevor, well, Converse is clearly starting this thing from a big handicap.
You know, taking on the Goon Squad in a tag team match is hard enough, but when you're by yourself, it's going to be an uphill battle for Converse. But if anyone can do it, it is the franchise, if you will, the marquee player, Rick Converse. But he's in big trouble right now. And the Goons are toying with him. You don't want to toy with Rick Converse.
Well, the Goons are standing tall here. Converse is still kicking out. He's still got heart and guts.
Well, that's one thing Converse has never been short on, his heart and guts. You know, you don't become the Mid-Atlantic champion multiple times by standing on the street corner waiting for the bus.
He's got an uphill climb, though, as you said. You definitely got to wonder what happened to the Dynasty here just weeks ago. Osiris vowed that they would be here 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks from now. The Dynasty has made a mission to make every single shot and take out the All-Stars, but it certainly looks like the All-Stars have got the advantage right now. It's 2-on-1 on Converse. Oh, God! Eaton is so intense.
He's got a mean streak a mile long.
Tag. Ref Charles Richardson is going to allow it. The crowd here has really been silenced.
It's almost like they're watching the demise of their hero.
Fires away here.
The Converse is not done yet.
Oh, he's got both of them. That's what he's going to have to do here.
And out of instinct, it was almost like he was going toward his corner. He saw no one was there, so he had to turn around and refocus. And now he's teeing off on Eaton. He's measuring Wilkins. Wilkins goes down from another big shot. Nice clothesline by Rick Converse. Another one. And the All-Stars are reeling at this point. Converse making a comeback. Nice side Russian leg sweep a la Brad Armstrong. And it looks like, oh.
Sky high from Converse.
I thought Wilkins was going to sneak one in there.
Converse has been handicapped literally from the very start of this matchup.
There goes Eaton.
Well, this is the best chance that Converse has had so far.
And he looks like he's firing up. Oh, and he's calling for the Richter scale.
He's got Wilkins isolated. I wouldn't wait on him. I would go right for him.
Wilkins making his way up. Here he goes.
He's got him.
He's trying to hook it. He can't quite get it, it looked like.
Well. Oh my God. Bang! The knees between the shoulder blades.
That could be it.
Cover from Wilkins. And the Goon Squad defeat the Dynasty. More accurately, they defeat the captain of the Dynasty.
Again, you wonder what kind of message this is going to send the leader of the Dynasty, now laid out by the All-Stars.
Your winners, the Goon Squad.
And Eaton is calling for the mic. These two teams will go at it in 2 weeks.
What kind of shape is Converse going to be in 2 weeks after this beating?
Brad Attitude and Steve Green were never scheduled to wrestle until the 2nd.
Told you those boys didn't have me back, didn't I? My partner's here. Where's yours, Rick? I'm down again, That's rough. Rough luck.
Hey, come on.
November 2nd, 4-on-4. Dynasty versus All-Star. If the rest of the members of the Dynasty got what it takes to show up, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait a minute, I almost forgot. Hey, I know where his partner's at.
What's this?
Remember that from laying on the floor? Let's go check on him. Let's see what he's up to.
The All-Stars are taking credit for the absence of Cyrus. All of the Dynasty will meet all the All-Stars 2 weeks from tonight.
And Eaton made a very good point there. You know, Converse is here apparently by himself tonight. I haven't seen Cyrus in the locker room all night. I don't know if maybe he arrived late and they got to him before they got to Converse. But the All-Stars are a unit.
It
Where does
looks like
this leave
at this
the
point,
Dynasty?
the Dynasty may not be.
All 4 members of the Dynasty against all 4 of the All-Stars. 2 weeks from tonight, November 2nd. You reserve your seats now or anytime. CWF247.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the CWF Fallout main event tonight. It's scheduled for a Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title bout. 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. Please welcome your challenger, the Lost Cause, Nick Richards.
No music as usual for the challenger. Undeniably one of the biggest matches in the career of Nick Richards here tonight. He's got the chance to leave as Mid-Atlantic champion. Matt Houston, we have already seen 1 title change hands tonight at Fallout.
You know, if Nick Richards was taking notes and watching that match, you know, Chase Dakota focused on 1 body part and was able to take Matty D out. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy Nick Richards employs here against the beast, Aric Royal.
And look at the focus and concentration on the champ. The champ looks big and bad in this title defense. Richards will have to fight the match of his life to leave the champion.
Of course, we all know Aric Royal haven't been having his troubles as of late.
Charging! Oh, he took the skirt! He took the skirt off the canvas, off the ring apron, and he tripped Royal up with it. Oh, muscles him over. Muscles him over. Richards took the skirt.
And again, he hit that hard part of the apron right there in the short ribs, right there in the back. Oh no!
Oh, God, back dropped him down.
Come on, guys, get in the ring.
Royal is hurt. You can see it on his face. The ribs that were bashed with a steel chair 2 weeks ago at the Rumble just went into the hardest part of the ring, the edge of the canvas, the apron. And Royal's hurt. The champ climbs back in on Richards. Richards goes right back to the attack. To your point, Matt Houston, he is focused on 1 part of the body, just as Chase Dakota was earlier.
And of course, we all know the history with Zane Dawson, Nick Richards, and Jason Miller, that 3-man tandem targeting the Mid-Atlantic champion. This could be Nick Richards' night if he stays focused on those ribs, and he could pull out a victory right here. You know, a lot of people, you know, are looking at the Zane Dawson angle on this thing. Don't sell Nick Richards short. Nick Richards is focused and laser focused on those ribs right here tonight.
We could see a new champ tonight. Zane Dawson has got a guaranteed shot at any championship under the PWI umbrella by virtue of winning the Rumble. It could be the Mid-Atlantic Championship. It could be the PWI International Championship. Could even be the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship or the television title. So any shot, any title in the PWI umbrella, Zane Dawson has got a shot for by virtue of winning that Rumble. And Richards and Aric Royal going right at it here in this title match. They've already torn part of the ring apart.
Now if Richards stays, and he goes right back, he's digging his boot right in that rib area. As long as he stays on it, he may be able to pull the upset off here tonight. You know, Aric Royal coming into this match not 100%. And again, just like we were talking about with Matthew De Niro coming in not 100%, he's got everything to lose in this match.
And Richards is maintaining his focus on the champion here. for the ankles. Champ's got to fight. Champ is slugging away on the challenger here. Mid-Atlantic title is on the line. And it looks like referee Joey Hogan is going to let him fight.
Oh, look at that shot to the short ribs.
Slugging away. This thing, I don't think we will see a lot of technical wrestling or finesse in this one.
No, don't expect a lot of headlocks and arm bars in this one. Nick Richards focusing again on those ribs. The champ is in trouble at this point. And Nick, again, right back to the ribs with that shoulder block in the corner. And Nick is driving all of his body weight into those ribs, making it hard for the champion to breathe at this point.
Richards, to his credit, will use that 199 or so pounds to his advantage at every opportunity. Slugs away, does Richards.
Oh, very smart move by Nick Richards.
It really is.
Very smart move, going to the body scissors. But he's a little too close to the ropes. Aric's in the ropes. Joey Hogan calling for the break.
Richards sneaks to the apron. He is nothing if not sneaky. Oh boy.
And he's going up top. Here he comes. Right in the bread basket.
Crowd is coming up for the champion here.
That's caused a little break for Aric Royal. Maybe he can get some wind in, but no, he goes right back to the attack. And Richards goes to the eyes.
He pretty much has to. Richards is going to have to use any advantage that he gets and any opening that he gets.
And that's a bear hug from behind, squeezing those ribs. And putting his weight on top of the champion. Very smart move on behalf of the challenger.
He is grinding the champ down.
And that almost looks like the stomach claw. I can't quite tell from our vantage point.
Well, I don't think Royal will ever give it up, but he will be worn down here by the lost cause.
Champion starting to fight back now. Series of headbutts. And that hip toss, I believe, may have taken as much out of the champion as it did the challenger right there.
Everything the champ does is going to hurt right now. Only two. One advantage that the champion will have no matter what else happens in this match is if the champ lays on Richards with that 250 pounds, it's going to be hard for Richards to push the champ off no matter how much of a beating and how much punishment the champ has taken. He still has got that weight advantage that he can use.
It seems like every time Aric Royal starts to mount some sort of an offense, Nick Richards does something to catch those ribs. Oh, nice. Oh, he's working on them right now in the corner, Brad.
Good move from the challenger. These young Lions here in CWF Mid-Atlantic are wrestling smart here when the gold is on the line. We saw it earlier from Charlie Weston. We saw it from Chase Dakota. We're seeing it again from Nick Richards. Cover from Royal. Two. The rising stars in CWF Mid-Atlantic. These guys are smart. They are focused. They are doing exactly what they need to do to pull out W's tonight. We can see our third one.
And
that was the opposite of smart. That was the opposite of focus. That was that bull in the China shop mentality that we talked about with Royal. He gets so riled up that he loses focus.
Again, you know, one of the most intense guys I've ever seen. And he just ate the post right there.
Cactus elbow. Oh my God. Richards is gonna fight.
Oh, and he missed it.
High risk maneuver, not worth it in this case, Matt Houston.
You know, we talked about the high risk earlier. That definitely did not pay off for Nick Richards. Both men laid out now. We've seen one double count out this evening.
Best case scenario for Richards right there would have been he still would have had to pick up 250 pounds and put him in the ring.
Aric Royal, the first one back to his feet. And Richards paying for that now.
Richards is in. Both men now are hurt. To your point, Richards could have very easily injured that elbow or any part of the arm there. Champ is firing back here. Both men are wounded. This is a bad situation here at Fallout. Woo! Cover, 1, 2.
He may have him. No.
It might have knocked him out, yeah. Not a lot of people that hit as hard as Aric Royal.
Oh, inverted atomic drop.
Beast modes him down. Champ and Challenger have both been through a war here.
Another cover. He hooks that leg tight.
1, 2. That was much better on Royal's part, though. He was laying on him with that body weight advantage, and that's what the Champ has got to do. Use every advantage because these two are in a war here tonight at Fallout. Great move from Richards. He blocked the suplex.
This could be it right here.
Cradle. You've got to be kidding me. 2. Only a count of 2
I thought he had him right there, Brad.
And
back to the eyes.
We talked earlier about whether Cutter, no, did not get it.
Oh, he got it there.
Cutter. Center of the ring. This is it. Cover 1.
This could be it.
2. Only a count of 2.
The Champ dug down deep there.
Only a count of 2. Richards is frustrated.
Jason Miller has emerged here from behind us.
Miller, well, now a DQ will end the match here. Hold on, guys. A disqualification will end the match. This cannot be allowed. Ref Joey Hogan now grabs the chair, throws it down. Well, he needs to throw Miller out of here. Did not get the stick kick. No. Rolls him up.
Oh,
feet are on their ropes. No, he caught the feet. Only 2. Ref Joey Hogan caught the feet. Miller is staring a hole in the official. Miller's got no business out here. Miller has, oh, gee.
Oh, wait a minute. He's just taking the Mid-Atlantic Championship.
Miller has got no business out here whatsoever. Oh my God, here comes Mark James! Oh my God, Mark James has got Miller! We got a fight on the floor! Oh my God, here! Oh my God! Tackle! Oh my God! He just sent Richard
passed him. This could be it, Ed. They got him.
He beats him! Aric Royal is still the champ! After a war, Aric Royal retains the Mid-Atlantic Championship against Richards. Miller and James are fighting somewhere in the building.
Oh my God.
Dynasty and the All-Stars could be fighting somewhere in the building.
12 minutes, 20 seconds, and still CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Aric Royal.
What a gutty performance by Nick Richards. I thought several times he had the championship won, but you cannot underestimate the champion. That's why he's the champion. Once he got that opening, he saw the opportunity, the big tackle.
Well, he fought the match of his life, but it was not good enough. Aric Royal is still the Mid-Atlantic champ, and he is standing tall here. Thank you so much for joining us at Fallout. We will see you in 2 weeks when the Dynasty and the All-Stars will go 4-on-4 in a battle for Supergroup supremacy.
You will not be hurting what I've done now. You will not take your asses off, guys.
Wait, hold on! Hold on! Manny De Niro has got Richards! Manny De Niro, who was robbed of the television title earlier tonight! Manny De Niro is on top of Richards! Manny De Niro was robbed of the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship, and he has exploded on Nick Richards here!
Richards headed for higher ground.
Well, Richards has been through a war. De Niro has lost the television title, but it looks like the hard feelings between...
I lost my title tonight! To Chase Dakota! Nick Richards! That right there A few of those is just a little bit. I don't care if it's tomorrow. I don't care if it's at the next show, which I would prefer. I don't care if it's at Survivor. I don't care if it's at Battlecade. I'm gonna get a hold of you. The story begins now. You are mine. All of you are gonna see it. Just a short time.
Matthew Nero stands tall. Thank you for joining us at what has been an insane night at Fallout.